the intuition of about how Word2Vec embeddings are made. We'll not go deep into that. So let's go to the code, what Pranali explained till now, and I just connect to the runtime and then go towards the top. So this is the same sentimental analysis code what Pranali has explained before. So she covered bag of words. Okay, run anyway. So I'll just run it through till the bag of words embedding. And as we have done it over here. So importing the libraries. Okay, so we all have done through here, like what it is over here. Do you want to explain me once again, like why it is there? I'm sorry to ask, all these links will be shared. Yes, Shubhankar, it will all be shared. Just remember to fill the feedback form and it will be shared. All of the links will be shared. So a quick question, like, do you want me to go through the like pre-processing again, or it is understood we can skip to the Word2Vec directly? So like after these dots, just type yes or no so that I'll know. Yes to go through the pre-processing, no to let's directly go to the Word2Vec model. Yes. So okay, I'll be pretty going too fast as Pranali explained it before. So importing the libraries, getting the data set and reading it, you may be knowing that. So the shape of the data frame is 31962,3 and the training testing set is 17972. Now you can note like in the data set there are IDs commonly available in all. So here it is 0, all of the 0, and here is it tweet. So what does 0 signify? Like 0 means it is like tweet, means it is not containing any harsh or any words like that. We'll be looking at over down. So these are testing set. Let's go over here. So these are all zeros and these are all the ones. So maybe here like Michigan. So maybe it is again like something harsh. So no comment in here. OP killing babe. Maybe it may be offending. So it is labeled as 1. So Puvit Lumpy, it's unbelievable. So you get the point, like 1 is denoted to those tweets which are considered to be offending. So there are 2 to 4 to 1s offending tweets and 29720 0 tweets like that. So you may consider like most of them are offending, most of them are not tweets, and like that model can run through over there. So we are combining both of the models, testing it now. Why do we do that? Because we want to pre-process both of the training and testing set. As we don't just pre-process the training set, we also pre-process the testing set and then get the prediction. So remove patterns, yes, remove patterns. So we'll be removing all the ads over here. So you can see ad user is removed, as we don't need that. Lowercasing, so any capital words over here, no, we don't have. So lowercasing not. Removing words with less than 3. So like on Twitter, many of the words are in like that. So we don't need that as it doesn't feel fit in the corpus of data sets. So stop words, yeah, removing stop words English and all, downloading it and then tokenizing it like this. You know what tokenizing is now. Stemming it, like converting the tense and all. Tokenization, like it is tokenized over here. We are recreating it into tweet format. So that was all for the pre-processing part. So till Pranali explained, these are all the libraries like TF-IDF vector and count vectorizer we have used here. Like count vectorizer here, max TF is equal to 0.90. Like it will consider 90% of words will be removed or similarly like that. So similarly here it is a testing and training set, and we are like suppose as you know, like we combine the train and test data set and combined it as a both, we need to split that to test our data. As you can see here, when we see the test data set, there are no labels over here. Like train data is has labels, but test data sets we need to give the labels over there as it isn't like given there pretty obvious to understand. So we again split the model as train and test. Oops. So we do the training and testing split. So we do it as training, training set, validation set, wire train validation to get like how well our model is working. So we use random forest classifier over here. There are many classifiers over there. So this is an intermediate session. We don't need to discuss about the beginner session, but just to give you a hint, it is a classifier which is used to classify things. So there are many more like XGBoost, SVM and all, but let's just skip it for over here. So you can see like the F1 score, which is the like the multiplication 2 into recall into precision upon recall plus precision. So it gives the F1 score as 0.55, and for the TF-IDF model, it gives us 0.56. So let's see what it does for the word-to-vec features. So it is like tokenized tweets. So we have the tokenized tweets over here. Like where did it go? So it is similar to like this, like these tweets, processed tweets, and yeah, like processed tweets over there, what I showed you earlier, and we are tokenizing it like x dot state. So these are all the tokenized tweets which are converted like this, like this. So this is the tokenization form which is there in the tokenized tweets. Acha, where did it go? Yeah, so it is tokenizing them, and then model is equal to W to V. So we use Gensim. I don't know how it's spelled. So Gensim.model is word to vec. So we build a word to vec model. Tokenized weights size is equal to 200. We build a 200 dimensional vector space. Window is equal to 5. What is a window? I explained you over here. So min count is equal to S1 is equal to 1 for skipgram model. So for large corpuses, we use skipgram. So negative sampling will go over here. Workly is equal to 2 means number of cores. Like I don't know if you may know like the concepts like multi-threading and all, but just to understand, like it will use 2 cores, and Google Colab has 2 cores only in it, and seed is equal to 34. Like whenever we run the code, it will randomly assign the same values. So you can see our vector space over here 65112, and this one like epochs after we train all of these sets. So let's see, like predict the most similar words for dinner. So it is noodle, cella, avocado, cookout, spaghetti. Pretty obvious, right? It will give you like that. Also, like when we give Trump as it is a US news model, we can see Trump. I don't know why it is giving like Donald is here and deliberate over. It is weird actually, but I'll let it be. So, so we need to convert it into a 200 dimensional vector. So we'll be taking all those words in the tokenized weights and passing it to the model W to V and then word and reshaping into reshape 1 comma size. So size will be given here. So it is a 200 and the length of tokenized weights for the number of tokens over here. So it will pass it and create a word to vec embedding for let's say 49159 and 200 vector dimensions. So this is the head of it. You can see there is no sparsity in it. Like none of the values are zero. You can see like there are like bunch of decimal values over there. So we are doing the training and testing state like okay, word vec dash df is not defined. So well I defined over here. Did it? Okay. Okay. Maybe I forgot to run this over here. So let's wait. And then what to wait here. And so it is done. The testing and training data sets are split. So the training set, the validation training set, the wire train, and the validation wire train set. So let's pass it to the random forest classifier and see like what the output is. And it is pretty surprising like what the results are. You might be guessing like it's a word to word model, so maybe it may give better results and all. But let's see like what happens. Let's wait. Meanwhile, let's see if any doubts are there. Cool. No doubts. So maybe till the time this code runs, I'll just explain over here. You guys know what are epochs. Epochs are number of iterations. What will be running. What is batch size? There are two types like mean batch gradient descent and stochastic gradient descent. So we are using mean batch gradient descent over here with a batch size of 1024. So what is loss? Binary cross entropy. Maybe you have learned it in the previous session, like what are different types of loss and all. So, okay, you are connected to a, acha, ignore it. So optimizer, Adam is the best one. Consider, you may have studied yesterday, matrix accuracy. We just give it so that it can give us the accuracy metric over here, and callback. So it will give a callback like early stopping. You may know now early stopping. Varun also explained what early stopping is. Like it stops the model when it, to avoid overfitting and pre-train the model in like that. So running. Don't know why it is taking so much time. Uh, so let's go ahead over here. I'll just explain it over here. So it's a sequential simple neural network with activation as ReLU, and then sigmoid. So let's see. So the F1 score is just 50%, and like what there was before, like TF-IDF gave 56%, and simple bag of words give 55%. So why it is less? But before answering that, let's go and train our neural network. It is pretty fast actually because of the early stopping and all, and then see what the F1 score is. So first epoch started. So you can see like we have given 25 epochs over there, but why did it stop at 8th epoch only? It is due to the early stopping. Like it saw about the validation accuracy. It was 92%. Then it fell, and then it was like iterating to 95 only. Like it was 90 0.9573, and then it again decreased and like that. So the early stopping, like the code which have been written new, like we have to stop right now, so it just stopped. So you can see the prediction, like it is 66%. So word2vec has a bigger dimensions and dimensionality reduction, so it can't work on a simple classifier. We need to pass it on a neural network like that to get a better predictions. So we get a pretty good F1 score if you like need to see the accuracy score also. So maybe we can do that. Y valid, comma predictions. Y valid is okay. It's just no underscore is there. So you can see like the validation accuracy is 95%. So it is pretty good. So giving the labels to the DF test set. So we have given the label over here. So I want everyone to ask like safe ways to heal your acne and all, like ethical. And so some of the offending terms are over here. Maybe I'll not read it, but you get it is able to distinguish the offending terms and the non-offending terms. Like it's the Twitter hatred speech data set. So maybe the name is not over here, but if you want to see the data set and all, you can just go through over here. This Colab link will be shared with you guys. So that was all from my side and the whole ML Fest session. Like we trained our word2vec